Welcome to the Golden Nuggets.
This podcast is brought to you by Reka Studio. If you are struggling with creating content because you have no time, you don't know how to, and you are lacking of ideas, this is for you. For just $1, here's how Reka Studio can create 8 reels for you for 1 whole month. And the best part is, it'll only take 3 hours of your time. First, the Reka team researches your industry and creates a custom content guide, including everything from the best SEO keywords, top videos in your niche, and the best topics for you to speak on to connect with your audience. Secondly, we have a recording process that allows us to record high quality videos that looks professional and it'll only take minutes to set up. Thirdly, our team handles all the editing, so each video holds your audience attention while still being authentic. Fourth, our team will schedule the post to your selected platforms on autopilot. And the best part is, all this for just $1 to get you started. We can only slot in 5 more clients, so visit tgnpodcast.com/Reka to find out more. Terms and conditions apply. Nuggets, back to the episode.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Golden Nuggets podcast. We are in part 3 with Divya. But before you continue, I just say I love the way it ended in part 3. Part 2, the productivity, the what?
Yes.
What cycle?
Ultradian rhythm.
Ultradian rhythm.
Wow. Cool. Okay, take it away, man.
Okay, so before we touch a bit more about the ultradian rhythm, right? I want to understand a bit more about resting and sleeping, because that is a challenge that I'm facing right now. If I am someone who have had lifestyle where I did not really sleep or rest, how do I actually start moving towards a lifestyle where I can have that rest? And how do I even start to figure out on how to have quality sleep? Because I think like for me, it's very difficult for me to get my REM sleep.
I think sleep is a silent epidemic that a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah.
And
especially in big cities, right?
Yeah. This is largely due to the exposure of light we have.
Okay.
So our ancestors lived in a time where the only light they had was the light of the moon or a candle.
Cavemen, is it? No.
Not cavemen. No lah, just like what, 200 years ago, 100 years ago,
Yeah.
before the invention of electricity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cavemen far.
Caveman is far back. But yeah. And we are supposed to have less exposure to light and during the night, and more exposure to light during the day.
Okay.
So you need to be more exposed to morning sunlight because morning sunlight on your skin helps create the hormone for your sleep, which is melatonin. So the exposure of sunlight to your skin converts to melatonin towards evening. So if you are not out the whole day and you are in this light, for example, and you continue on to be in this light at night, your body will get confused.
Okay.
Your body is like, okay, what is day and what is night?
Yeah.
Okay.
And am I supposed to sleep now because I haven't created enough melatonin to support sleep because I'm continuously exposed to light? So our body hasn't adapted to the 21st century. Our body is still the body that our ancestors have. And so if you want to sleep, you want to have quality sleep, the number one thing is exposing things that have light.
Okay.
Which means even our devices, and also like dimming the lights at home. So at night, use like yellow light that is light and low all around. And then maybe like a few hours before bed, try to avoid like the TV or your phone, or use glasses with blue light.
Okay.
Yeah, because blue light helps with blocking out the light. And it can, as long as your environment is a bit dark, that can help create your melatonin still in your skin.
So what you are suggesting is for me to have more sunlight during the daytime.
Yes.
Because that will greatly affect my sleep
At
night.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it will give your body an idea of when is day and night.
Right.
Especially if you have to spend time in spaces like the studio where there's no direct sunlight.
Yeah.
So it's good to go take a walk after a while and expose yourself to natural light.
Okay.
Nice. No wonder in national service, because we have field camp in the
Yeah.
jungle, in the forest, right? In the day, we of course do all the activities, but at night it was pitch dark. There's no
Yes.
lights in the forest,
And it's peaceful sleep.
and it's a peaceful sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go camping more often
Yeah.
to take a break.
Yeah. That's why I cannot stay in Singapore.
Yeah, I
Where
mean,
can we camp?
everywhere is
East Coast
light.
Park.
East Coast got light also.
Oh yeah, got light at night. Yeah.
So I think I must go to a place that's no light.
Yeah.
Let me think.
It's impossible in this day and time.
Yeah. Especially
But
in Singapore.
If you can get like light blocking curtains,
Mm.
that also helps.
Yeah.
Mm.
That helped me a lot. Yeah. Okay. And what about for shift workers?
Oh, shift workers
Yeah.
is hard.
Yeah. Like, what do you recommend to your clients who are shift workers and they know that they can't get proper sleep?
I actually have not worked with anyone who works in shifts,
Okay.
but what I would say is when you are not on shift, you need to create the sense that it's night time
Okay.
in your environment for you to get rested sleep. If you're sleeping during the day, but you can see sunlight, there's noise going about, then it's going to be hard for you to get rested amount of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, the best sleep is still night sleep. So if you're working in shifts, make sure you do have some days that you have night sleep.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
it'll be difficult, man.
Yeah, that's
Think
why.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think for my workplace can
If you can
off the
ask.
lights.
Yeah.
Don't need to ask. I can off the
Okay.
lights. Yeah. Okay, that will be interesting. I will see how I can integrate that into my life.
Yeah, because he is himself working in shifts in some
Other
days.
thing that plagues people with sleep, besides, because some people can sleep anywhere, right?
Mm.
We've all seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is also your mind.
Uh-huh.
And if it overthinks or if it's active when you're going to bed.
Yeah.
So if you feel like whenever you're trying to sleep, your mind is still active, that means you need to relax yourself
Okay.
by doing some breathing or some exercises, because tossing and turning is not going to
Yeah.
Yoga.
help you. Yeah, yoga, breathing. I think simplest is breathing, right? Because you don't have to move. You can just sit down there and control your breath.
Mm-hmm.
A very simple one that I like to, there's two, but one that I usually ask people to do is the 4, 7, and 8 technique,
Okay.
which you can look up online. It's where you breathe in and then hold for 7 counts and breathe out slowly for 8 counts.
Okay.
So if you do that for a few minutes, just 2 or 3 minutes, you will automatically feel a bit more relaxed.
Relax.
Okay. So we know the 7 and 8. What about the 4?
What do you mean?
You say the 4, 7, and 8 technique. What's the 4?
Inhale.
Okay.
7 you have to hold. Hold
Oh,
for
okay.
7 counts.
So you inhale for 4 seconds,
Yeah.
hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
It helps if you purse your lips when you exhale, so that the air comes out slowly. That's one of the
Okay.
few techniques that have helped people relax, and I'm one of them because I used to have really bad insomnia as well. And breathing really helped. Other than that, it's really not being on my devices. If
Okay.
sometimes I cheat, I do still, like you start watching some TV show and then next thing you know, you need to know what happens. So
Yeah.
you end up watching till like 1 o'clock at night.
Yep.
That sleep after that is like shit.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because your mind is active, number one, is thinking about the show. Oh, it ended that way. I didn't like how it ended. And then,
You keep
And then-
thinking about it.
and then your mind is active because your brain is like, oh, it's not time to sleep because you were looking at light.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
So yeah.
Okay, can. I'll see how I can integrate all this into my sleep and relax myself from overthinking, because I think generally that is the common problem that entrepreneurs have, because especially if you are running a business by yourself, you'll be thinking about, hey, have I done this? Have I emailed that person? Have I sent this invoice? And all this overthinking, you need to find a way to let it go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. earlier, I think the end of the second part, you were talking about, what's the term again?
Ultradian rhythm.
Ultradian rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay. You also mentioned about how you can perform for 90 to 120 minutes and then you rest. And you say that there is a cycle for this. What is the cycle like, and is this cycle can be manufactured by us, or is there a specific time of the day where this cycle actually happens?
So it doesn't happen at a specific time of day, but it happens when you go into focus mode. When you start
Monk mode, is
when
it?
you start work
Mm-hmm.
and you focus on doing something, a task. There will be a point where your body starts sharing cues. Okay, can we take a little break because I need to cough?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, it's fine, it's fine. We can edit that.
Yeah.
Hanafi,
Yeah, it's okay.
Edit this part.
Yeah. And I feel was also
I still need to cough. Okay, cough break.
Okay.
What's the question again?
Sorry.
yeah. So with regards to the ultradian rhythm, whether the cycle can be manufactured or
Okay, so that cycle is more of a natural cycle that happens.
okay.
It is, so the cycle of productivity, you will notice that when it's coming down, your body starts sending you signals or cues, which is like, sometimes we do work and we need to use the bathroom, but we hold because we're like, I want to finish this task, then I will go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is you not listening to your body's need to take a
Okay.
break.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then if you're irritable, if you start itching, like even through your skin, sometimes you become itchy. That's your body's way of telling you, hey, stop. Like, we need a break,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the time frame for the break?
It can be 10 to 20 minutes. It depends on individual. So some people have shorter attention span. So by 90 minutes, you will start fidgeting,
Right.
start needing some other, start not being productive lah, basically.
Yeah. Okay, because I'm just sharing, like, this is actually my workspace when I work, and then when I think I need a break, this sofa is so convenient for me to just rest. And yeah, when I rest, 10 minutes is fine. It can lead to 20 minutes, but it happened 2 hours because I fell asleep. So, do you think we should put like an alarm clock or something to track our break?
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe now your body is telling you to take a break.
I have been talking for quite some time.
Yeah, it's about 1 hour plus really. So yeah, it's okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm okay. You could set an alarm, but I would say try to listen to your body. So be curious about things that you're feeling as you are working. So if you feel like a sudden pain, usually what we'll do is just change our position,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the way we're sitting, right?
Yep.
But be curious about that pain. Why do I think this is happening? Is it my body telling me to stand up and walk a bit? Stretch? I've been sitting in one place for too long. So instead of trying to keep track of it, I would say be more curious about it.
Okay.
Because that's how you learn to understand your body's cues.
Right.
Okay. We let's focus more about the business that you actually have. So first of all, I would like to know, like, because whatever you have shared in the past almost 1 hour, you talk a lot about how, this is from my point of view, how whether it's male or female, we can actually benefit from all these things that you have discussed. But why is your main focus towards women?
The number one thing is because I truly want to bring the message that women's hormone health is really important, and our menstrual cycle should be at the forefront of our health.
Okay.
And I feel that women need a little bit more confidence when it comes to making informed decisions about their health. We do not have reliable sources, and also our doctors sometimes let us down because they themselves don't really understand the complexity of a female body. And I think as a woman, you are your best guide when it comes to your own body.
Okay.
Even as a coach, I wouldn't say that I have all the knowledge because I don't. Your body is so unique. You are your best doctor. And this is not just for women, for men as well. So that will be the main focus of my business. But I do believe health should be the forefront.
Divya, what other services that you actually offer for your coaching program?
So currently, I have a signature program that signature group program that goes live every 3 months. I'm currently running one at the moment.
Okay.
It's called Her Harmony, and it allows women to sort of explore different areas of their health and self-worth, areas related to confidence like mindset, in a group setting.
Okay.
So that it doesn't feel... I think one of the most important things for women is community. So it doesn't feel like you're on this journey alone. There are other people also healing in terms of their wellness, in terms of their mindset. And how I've positioned this program is, in a way, it's not really focusing just on your physical health. It is designing a way of life that supports your dreams and goals.
Nice.
Yeah. Because to achieve your dreams and goals, you need energy.
Yes.
You need self-belief. And all of that can be supported through wellness. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And through having information that is not usually accessible. For example, how to work with your menstrual cycle, how to manage your stress responses, what hormones affect your confidence,
Okay.
and why you are set in your ways, right? How to actually break certain habits and make new ones. Yeah.
Okay. So that is the 3-month program that you have.
Yes.
And any other thing that you actually offer?
So in June this month, I am offering a workshop called Reset and Realign.
Okay.
Because we're entering the second half of the year, and it's a great time to just do a life audit.
Okay.
This is something that I offer one-on-one as well. So it is a one-off session one-on-one where we sit down and evaluate your life. And I give you systems and tools and walk you through how to use them to see which areas of your life need more of your time and energy, and how to bring about balance in your life. This is for someone who's maybe feeling that life is a bit too chaotic. They're going through big life transitions like motherhood and maybe a new career even. And they just want things to not look overwhelming and to have systems in place for them. And everything is usually within us, but sometimes you need the guidance of someone to just lay out the...
To show you.
Yeah, to show you.
So this is the Reset and Realign. And for guys like us, can we also go for this program?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Men also can benefit from this.
Yeah, I mean, because we are also entrepreneurs and we are also gearing up for the second half of the year, and we have some plans. But the thing is, having that reset and realignment, I think, would really help us.
Yes, that's very true. So some of my programs, I'm going to be offering to men as well.
Okay.
In the later months. That will come under a different brand name. alongside corporate workshops.
Okay.
And I will be focusing on areas such as mental resilience, habits, and general lifestyle changes that is applicable to everyone.
Okay, so you have the group program and the one-to-one program.
Yes.
Any other things that you actually offer?
So this next 2 months, I'm doing workshops. The Reset and Realign is offered as a workshop and one-to-one as well.
Okay.
And next month, I'm offering a workshop on hormonal health.
Okay.
So that would be something really great for anyone who's curious about their menstrual cycle and how to work with their menstrual cycle. This is usually something I've only offered in my group program. I've never done a one-off workshop.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be at the end of July. And one-on-one, there's 3 ways you can work with me. So we have the very basic Reset and Realign, which is a 2-hour one-on-one, one-time session. And then I have a 4-week session, which is called the Vision Blueprint, where we create a vision for your life a life that you sort of want to create intentionally. Meaning right now you could be living life on autopilot and routine. And maybe you want a change. Maybe you have certain things you want to achieve. You want to step out of like your comfort zone. And I guide you through a process that will guide you through a process through 4 weeks to help you sort of understand what you want for yourself and the changes you want to make. All of these sessions are self-guided, meaning I just ask prompts, questions, provide you with tools. But how you're going to use the tools is completely up to you.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I have a 3-month program.
Okay.
This is probably the most beneficial in terms of holistic health and well-being. So this is where we work together for 3 months and across 8 sessions. And participants who sign up for this also have access to all of my workshops for free. So whatever I'm running, they can also join in as they wish. Yeah.
Okay. That's really interesting. Can you share with the audience how do they actually find you and register for such programs?
Okay, so I'm most active on Instagram, and my company is called Living in Her Moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And when they go to your Instagram, do they just DM you or is there a registration link?
You can definitely DM me. My website link is there as well. So if you want to check out my work, read about my story, I post quite regularly, so you can check out my content as well. So you'll know my style of educating and at the same time coaching. It's a great way to get to know me and see if I will be a fit for you. Yeah.
Okay. That's really interesting because usually when people go for coaching programs and maybe even therapy, they don't know who they are actually talking to. But you having a place or having an outlet where people can actually learn about you for a start, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that it definitely makes a difference. And I've formally tried to look for professionals who can help me in certain areas. And yeah, the lack of getting to know them or not even being able to know who you're going to see, right?
Yes, yeah.
Can sometimes be daunting. But working with a coach, there's a beauty in that because I feel like when a coach works with a client, it changes the coach as well.
Yeah. I totally agree because I personally run a peer group. Because I run an SEO agency, right? As I guide through the group, I learn myself because there's always new updates and there are things that we learn together as a group. So I believe the coach itself learns from the coachee. So it's like two-way street. So I have a last question before we end this part for Divya. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so the part where you shared about your services, your offerings, your coaching, your programs. What is your message to these two people? One is to the general woman that sometimes they are ignorant about themselves. They don't know what they want, or they don't know what they don't know. This is the first group. And second group is for husbands that hear this, our listeners, that can advise to their wives. Because listening to what you said, right, I am motivated to actually share to my wife for your programs.
Yep.
So what message would you say to these two groups of people before we end? Yeah.
Firstly, I would like to say that for women, it's actually not at all your fault if you're ignorant or if you don't know how to go about leading a lifestyle that supports your menstrual health, your mental health, and physical health, overall lifestyle, right? It's because of the lack of education that's available, and that has been available since the time we were girls. But now, knowing that if your body doesn't feel right, if your head doesn't feel right, I would advise you to not just solely give that responsibility to a healthcare professional. You too can make a difference in your health. And honestly, you are the key to your own health.
That's a good takeaway. How about the second group of people? Husbands,
to the
like
husbands.
us,
Yeah.
Husbands,
to their partners lah.
your wife's health is more complex than you can imagine. It isn't straightforward, and there's a lot that happens, especially when she goes through changes. You see, when she becomes pregnant, when she goes through motherhood, when she has more than one child. So I'd say be patient and supportive. Listen to their struggles, because sometimes what we need is just someone to speak to about what we're going through physically, like a safe space to share about what we're going through in our bodies. Like, make sure you're sensitive about what you say when she comes to you with her problems. Like, if she comes and she's like, "Oh, I'm tired," and this, don't say things like "You're always tired." or why you?
Yeah, I can recall that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like say things like, be curious about their health as well, because then maybe you can help them on that journey. And your wife's health is paramount to your family's health.
Yeah,
She
100%.
She's key to your children, to even your parents. We play so many roles as wives, right?
Yep.
So yeah, just being someone who can listen to what she's going through in a supportive way, and trying to be curious about it also. Like, if she says, "Okay, I'm hurting in this way," or "My body doesn't feel right this way, I should go see the doctor," ask her, "Why do you think this is happening? What can we look at that can in our life together?" Also, some of the changes that we have to make with our health can be quite hard,
Yeah.
and we will need the support of our spouses, not just men. This applies to men and women. Like, if you're going to change a diet, but your spouse is still eating the same diet, and you have to cook that same diet for him, it's going to discourage you from eating better for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever other lifestyle changes you need to make. So you can try and do it together. Try and see how she needs support in that way. Yeah.
Wow. That's a good way to end this
Yes.
episode, because applicable to, I think, individuals like us, especially for husbands and also women out there who tends to just neglect their lifestyle. And I think thank you so much, Divya, for sharing your wisdom with all of us and our audience. And I think we would like to thank you so much for having with us today, gracing this podcast. So yeah, I mean, you have any questions before we end this?
Yeah. So
Thank you so much for having me. This conversation has been a pleasure.
Yes.
It's nice to know that men are interested in women's wellness, and the questions you guys have asked me have been really great. I think we're going to provide a lot of nuggets.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we created this podcast, because it's not just for businesses, it's for coaches, consultants, professionals who like to have a platform to share what they have to offer to our audience, because it is a holistic, journey.
Yeah.
And whenever there's a journey, you learn something out of it. So that's what we want to extract from our guests. Whatever learning nuggets that we can get, it is for you guys, man. So remember to follow Divya. I mean, just DM her if you need to, if you have any issues. And remember to follow us in our socials as well. Remember to subscribe in our YouTube. So other than that, I think thank you so much, guys, for listening to this episode. We look forward to hear from you next one. Bye-bye.